In a serene African village nestled amidst rolling hills and baobab trees, there lived a kind-hearted orphan girl named Chika. After losing her parents at a young age, she was taken in by her aunt, a woman with a heart as cold as the shadows cast by the setting sun. Chika's days were filled with ceaseless toil and harsh treatment at the hands of her cruel aunt. She was taxed with endless chores, treated as less than a servant, and found solace only in the whispers of the wind and the stories spun by the elders of the village. One fateful day, while Chika was gathering firewood in the dense bush, the heir to the throne, Prince Zuberi, happened upon her. Struck by her ethereal beauty and gentle spirit, he was captivated by Chika's resilience and grace.
Are you alright?
Prince Zuberi asked, concerned, as he helped Chika up from where she stumbled. Chika, startled but touched by his kindness, replied with a shy smile.
I'm well, thank you, Your Highness.
He offered her his hands and escorted her back to the village, determined to learn more about the mysterious maiden. As time passed, the prince grew deeply fond of Chika, and their bond blossomed into a love that seemed destined by the ancestors. Their union, however, stirred a tempest of envy in the heart of Chika's aunt, who harbored ambitions of grandeur and power. Consumed by jealousy, Chika's aunt sought to ensnare the prince with her own daughter, using dark charms and deceitful schemes.
I will make him see reason, daughter.
The aunt declared with a sly smile, her eyes glinting with malice. But what about Chika? Her daughter asked, apprehensive.
Don't consign yourself with her. The prince will be ours.
The aunt replied coldly. Chika's heart shattered as the dark charms ensnared Prince Zuberi, twisting his affections towards Nkolika. Despite the tears that streamed down her cheeks, she remained resolute in her belief that the prince's love for her had been manipulated by the sinister magic.
Prince Zuberi, please, remember, remember our moment, our love, please.
Chika implored, her voice quivering with emotion as he walked by her, oblivious to their past. But the prince, under the charm's influence, looked at Chika with unfamiliar eyes.
I don't know you. Leave me be.
He said, his voice devoid of the warmth that once defined their connection. Meanwhile, Chika endured the cruelty of her aunt and Uncle, reduced to a slave in her own home, serving the very person who had manipulated her fate. Nkolika, now triumphant, sneered at Chika. You thought you could stand in the way of what was rightfully mine. You are nothing but a forgotten memory.
Amidst the pain, Chika whispered to herself.
This isn't true love. It's a spell, a dark deceit.
The wedding day arrived, leaving Chika with a heavy heart. As the celebration ensued, Chika observed from a distance, her eyes filled with unshed tears. watching the union she believed was born from the seeds.
I will always love you, even if you don't remember.
Chika murmured, her voice carried away by the wind. As she silently departed, her spirit weighed down by the unjust fate woven by her aunt's malevolent schemes. Years drifted by, yet Chika's love for the prince remained steadfast, a flickering ember of hope amidst the ashes of a fractured destiny. She found solace in helping others, embracing the healing balm of time as she continued to pray for the return of the prince's true self. In the palace, Nkolika's inability to conceive cast a pall over their union. Concerned for her daughter, Nkolika's mother, driven by desperation, sought counsel from the revered priestess, hoping for a solution to their predicament.
The enchantment upon the prince is the cause. It holds him and prevents any child to be born from your daughter.
The priestess revealed, her words heavy with ancient wisdom. Stunned by the revelation, Nkolika's mother recoiled.
But how can we break this curse?
The priestess continued,
Only if Nkolika departs from the prince, leaves him be, will the spell be lifted and she might conceive. Filled with rage and refusal, Nkolika's mother departed, keeping the priestess's words veiled in secrecy, determined to find an alternative solution. Nkolika, unaware of the hidden truths, saw her mother's distress but was left in the dark about the real cause behind her inability to bear a child.
"What did the priestess say, mother? Why were you so troubled?"
Nkolika inquired, worried about her mother's strange behavior.
But her mother, wrestling with her own conflicting emotions and the weight of a painful decision, merely smiled reassuringly, concealing the knowledge that could alter the course of their lives.
The priestess brought no solution for now there. Rest assured, I will find a way.
Amidst the solemn echoes of late king's passing, the queen, fraught with concern, summoned her son, the prince, for a crucial discussion. In the chambers, adorned with regal opulence, she expressed the urgency of their lineage's continuity. Son, the kingdom's stability relies on the presence of an heir. Without a child, your path to becoming the next king is imperiled. The queen implored, her eyes reflecting the weight of their dynasty's fate. Confident in his belief, the prince reassured his mother.
Mother, worry not. Nkolika will bear a child in due time. Trust in our love.
Weeks drifted by, but Nkolika's womb remained untouched by the miracle of new life. The elders, sensing the looming shadow of uncertainty, gathered within the palace, gravely congregating before the prince.
Your Highness, time is of the essence. You have 1 year to produce an heir, a son, or the lineage to the throne will be severed from your family.
The elders announced, their words echoing through the chamber, laden with the weight of responsibility. A cloak of anxiety enveloped the prince as the elders' proclamation sank in. The future of his family's legacy hung in the balance, teetering on the precipice of uncertainty.
This is a grave matter, Your Highness. The kingdom's stability depends on an heir.
An elder emphasized. the gravity of the situation evident in his voice. Dismay clouded the prince's countenance as the weight of the impending ultimatum pressed upon him, the urgency to secure the kingdom's future threatening to dismantle the tranquility of his world. In a dire situation, the queen sought help from the village's wise priestess. The priestess pointed fingers at Nkolika, saying she held the solution. Nkolika was shocked, denying any knowledge of what the priestess meant. Hurriedly, she ran to her mother, seeking advice about the priestess's words.
Mother, the priestess said I have the solution. What does she mean?
Nkolika asked, worried and confused.
But instead of helping, her mother reacted aggressively, fearing exposure.
She knows too much. Silence her.
Her mother commanded, sending men to deal with the priestess. Controlled by a charm her mother gave her, Nkolika pretended to her husband that everything would be fine. Don't worry, my love. Everything will be okay, she said, manipulating him with the charm. Dark forces moved in the background as Nkolika's mother took extreme steps to hide the truth, threatening to create more confusion and treachery for both Nkolika and the prince. As the prince lay sleeping one night, a strange dream unfolded. In the dream, the deceased priestess and the former king appeared, revealing the hidden truth behind his plight and cleansing the spell that had ensnared him.
Your Highness, the truth shall set you free. Break the enchantment.
Both whispered in unison.
Upon waking, the prince found a different woman beside his bed and cried out, demanding to know who she was. The spell had finally shattered, revealing the reality that had been concealed from him. In a flurry of urgency, Nkolika raced to her mother, her heart pounding with fear and distress. Simultaneously, the prince, now freed from the enchantment, commanded his guards to bring Chika, along with Nkolika and her mother. Apologies poured forth from the prince to Chika, acknowledging the pain inflicted upon her. Nkolika and her mother were cornered, compelled to reveal their malevolent acts. Their deceit and manipulations were laid bare, leading to their banishment. Freed from the shackles of deception, the prince and Chika embraced their love. In the course of 9 months, a child, a son, came into their lives, a beacon of hope and renewal. They named him Ezedike after the late king. The couple found their happiness, creating a life of joy and contentment, scripting their tale of a blissful, happily ever after in the annals of kingdoms history.